Hi, it's Steve. Today we're going to show you how to change the door catch on your dryer. It's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver, a small flat blade screwdriver, or a pair of pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we'll need to do is to disconnect power to the dryer. So if it has a cord on it, simply unplug it, or if it's a hardwired dryer, locate the fuse or breaker panel and turn the power off there. We'll next want to pull that dryer out far enough that we can access two screws that secure the top to the cabinet. And we'll remove those two screws and then just slide that top back about ½ inch and then lift it off and set it aside. Now our next step will be to remove two screws at the very top that secure the brackets that hold the control panel in place. Then lift the control panel up, tilt it back out of the way. And then we'll remove the two top ones. We'll have to hold that panel up against the cabinet so that it doesn't become dislodged. Now our next step will be to open the door. We're going to remove these two screws just below the lint filter. Then we'll also remove two screws at the very bottom that secure the bottom of the front panel. And next we'll disconnect this 2-wire harness to the door switch. And we'll also remove a single black wire that is attached to the light bulb. And then we can remove the top two screws securing that front panel to the cabinet. And we'll want to support that whole assembly as we do that. Now with all the screws removed, we're next just going to lift up on the front panel to disengage 4 clips that hold it into the cabinet. Then we'll turn it around so that we can access the door catch. Now I've propped that front panel up so that we can access the door catch at the back. And if it is still intact, we'll need to remove this spring retaining clip. So you can take a flat blade screwdriver, just go in on either side and release that from the plastic portion of it. And then just press down on either the top or the bottom to release the plastic tab and push it out through the front. We'll then take our new door catch and making sure that we have it vertically through the front. Just press it through until it snaps in place. And now we can put the front panel back on. Now when reinstalling the front panel, we'll want to make sure that we line up these 4 fasteners, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, with these rectangular holes in the edge of the side panels. And they have a little hook on them, so that will hold them in place until we put the retaining screws in. At the same time, we're going to hold up on that harness so that it doesn't get jammed in the door opening. So we'll next reconnect that black wire to the light bulb and the 2-wire harness to the door switch. Make sure the locking tabs engage. You can install the 2 upper screws. Now we'll drop the control panel down into position, and you'll note that there are 3 locator tabs that line up with these rectangular holes. So make sure they're engaged, and push it back into position. And then we'll install the 2 retaining screws on the top. Now next we'll install the 2 screws on the bottom of the front panel. And now we'll put the main top back on. Now when installing the top, we want to make sure that we line up these slotted openings with tabs across the top of the console. So sit it down about a ½ inch back from the console and carefully slide it forward, making sure that those tabs engage. And then install the 2 retaining screws at the back. We're now ready to reconnect the power, and our repair is complete.